sports fans. ASMR Sports back at you with round 2 of possibly 3 of these unopened wax packs, non-sport wax packs that I have purchased from Baseball Card Exchange not too long ago. So I'm pretty excited about continuing this. As I mentioned in my prior video, I really enjoy looking at these cards. And I have not gone through these, so we're all seeing them for the first time together. So this is the partial box, but this is a pretty big box, so I'll just show you up here real quick. That's what we got. So as before, I've generally ordered like 2 of most packs. Get my price list out. Myself what I paid for these. This is top super cool. I'm guessing this is like 83 maybe. 84. That's close. $1.25 is what I paid, and these are stickers, I guess. 6 cards. So these are pretty thin packs. Reminds me of Garbage Pail Kid packs. Oh wow. Okay, sorry about that. I had to turn off a dehumidifier. Probably should be like the end of dehumidifier season pretty soon, but definitely the start of the heat being on like all the time pretty much. Which is what you hear in the background now, so that'll eventually go away. Okay, we've got Superman 3. I believe they have Superman 1 and Superman 2 cards as well. So this was a very popular subject of Topps cards back when 10 cards per pack. These are from 1983. Pretty decent condition packs. A little bit of whiting on the kind of point of the corners, but overall pretty nice condition. Let's see what I paid for these. This was sorted by like year, but it's not. It's like a long list of everything I bought, like 4 pages worth. Golly gee whiz, there we go. $2 a piece for these ones. I believe are Return of the Jedi Series 2. Usually if it says new series, it means second series, and then after that they'll say third series and fourth series. And if they don't say anything about series, then it's going to be a Series 1 pack. These are from 83, of course, when Return of the Jedi came out. And they look pretty good. So I'm guessing these were probably like $10 or something. But I will tell you exactly. $7 a piece for these Series 2. Pretty good condition there. You know, the white, or I'm sorry, the black, you know, wrappers, or bottom of the wrapper in this case, will definitely show whiting. Like here you see a little bit of whiting on this corner, you know, very prominently. So these look pretty sharp. And next up we have the Series 1, Return of the Jedi, and these are a bit more expensive, $9.50 a piece, and they definitely show a fair bit more wear. You can see these corners on the bottom here are showing lots of wear in their black coloring. And again, you know, the yellow doesn't show it nearly as prominently, so they look a little better, but I think they're just as worn as these black ones. Unfortunately, it's too bad. There's a little piece of stray wax right there. But yeah, what can you say? Original Return of the Jedi cards, can't go wrong. And yeah, I mean, these have certainly been through some years, so can't expect them to be in perfect condition. But yeah, pretty nice, pretty nice. All right, next up we got some fun ones. So we got some. Now we're gonna couple of Don Russ offerings. Knight Rider, man, if you were a kid in the 80s, how did you not love this show? Kit the car on the front there. What was Kit? Was he like I think he was a Trans Am. I mean, Trans Am and Firebird were kind of the same thing there for a while. Sort of like the same body from two different car companies, but anyways, I think it was one of the two. And these were, let's see, 1982. I think that's when Knight Rider came out. But yeah, you know, Don Russ was pretty dang active in the you know, non-sports card space in the really the 70s. I think they might have some late 60s stuff too. I believe they do. But you know, throughout the 70s and 80s, they made lots of sets for non-sports subjects. So you see a fair amount of you know, 80s TV. Unfortunately, this one has a little rip there, so that could be better. But these are pretty low dollar packs. I'm not that concerned with the condition. Try to find the price on these guys real quick for you. From 1982 Don Russ in this order, so I see those, but I don't see Knight Rider, and these are just all in random order, so not helpful. It says 83, even though it says copyright 1982. But $3.50 a pack is what these run. And I don't know, like for me, like like these cards, like the Knight Rider subject is very near and dear to my heart. So like, you know, to have an early 80s pack of these going for $3.50 seems like a huge bargain to me. But, you know, I guess there's just not as much demand there would be for like Star Wars. So more Donruss stuff right here. And boy, between the Knight Rider and Dukes of Hazzard here, we got like every awesome 80s car related or themed show on Earth. So these are 5 cards and 1 sticker, and you know, I did a video, boy, maybe like a month ago, going through the non-sports cards that I had at that time, and there was some packs, but there's a lot of just opened cards, and I had some Dukes of Hazzard cards in there, and they had like a blue border, and I think that's what is inside here. I know there's also a sticker set from around the same time, and I used to have a box of those that I bought for like $10 at some random store that card, and like it was like what do you call it, like they had like miniature cars and they would race them. I don't know what they call that, but it was a shop that like was around for like a couple years in the town where I live, and I went there and they had, this was like 15-20 years ago, but they had, you know, a few unopened boxes of stuff, and they had a box of Dukes of Hazzard stickers, and I thought, oh, that seems cool. So I bought that, and it turned out it was worth like $75 at the time, and it went up a bit, and I think I sold it for maybe like $150, and I'm sure it's worth like $800 now. So the moral of the story is, folks, never sell anything. Never sell anything, except right before you die, then you can sell it, so you have some money to give to your heirs, or pay for your funeral. But these are in really nice condition. A little bit of, well, actually I say that, and then, okay, I thought that was like a rip, but it's not, just a fold. Not a whole lot of whiting on these, so they feel, they look pretty new, and they're very vibrant. These are $11 a piece, so definitely you know, decently expensive product, but boy, these just look cool. These just look cool. If you were a fan of this show, you know, I know there's a lot of, well, there's some controversy over, you know, the Dukes of Hazzard, because they, you know, they have the you know, the flag of the South on the top of the car, and you know, that's kind of prominently featured in the show. But, you know, in terms of like messaging and, I don't know, like morals, at least by early 1980s standards, I feel like the show was pretty, you know, pretty mundane. And you kind of feel like Uncle Jesse was a guy, you know, that was like never going to discriminate against anybody, and had, you know, honest to goodness kindness and, you know, love for everybody in his heart. Kind of like, you ever think about this, like Uncle Jesse and Boss Hogg were like, sort of like, you know, they're both these sort of, they're from the same kind of generation. They're both kind of like, you know, I don't know, somewhat similar builds, like kind of older big guys. But they're like, you know, bizarro world, you know, opposites of each other. Kind of like, there's a movie called The Dark Crystal, and there's these really weird looking bad guys in it. We find out at the end that the bad guys were actually like the good guys in the current, you know, the current good guys, but like something happened to them over time, and they, you know, kind of morphed into these bad guys. I feel like that's what happened with Boss Hogg and Uncle Jesse. And that's my TED Talk. Alright, let's keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Now we got E.T. So these are lots of 83 stuff, right? This is 83, I think, or was it early? No, it's 82, okay. E.T., so these look pretty nice. Pretty nice. I feel like these are pretty cheap ones, $3, you know, like not a lot of people bought these, and so they probably printed a crap ton of them because the movie got so much hype. Just ended up with a lot, sitting in store shelves and stock rooms and basements and stuff like that. So not surprising. But anyways, if you're a kid of the 80s, early 80s, then you have to appreciate the phenomenon of ET and really enjoy these packs for $3 a piece. Alright, next up we got some more genres. I got 3 of these ones. Tron. Full color trading cards, authentic Tron sticker, tips for winning the Tron video game. So now these were, I think these cards had both references, to the game and to the movie. And isn't it interesting, that the Tron phenomenon back in the 80s, really, like, I think the game and the movie sort of came out, simultaneously, and were, really sort of promoted, and you don't really see that anywhere else, so maybe it didn't work that well, I don't know. I mean, I think it was a pretty big hit in the game. I remember seeing it all over the place back then, and lots of people playing it. I never really liked it. It was kind of weird to me. It was kind of like, if I recall, it was sort of like a vector-based game, kind of like the Star Wars game where you're flying like in a, some kind of spaceship, and all the graphics are just lines. Not like any kind of shading or anything like that. It's all just lines. I call that vector graphics, but there might be a more specific or accurate term for it. But it was a unique kind of graphics. And the other thing, there was other games that did like that, like Asteroid, I think, was like that too. So I don't know. I didn't like those games very much. I liked the Star Wars game because it was Star Wars, and I loved everything Star Wars, but I didn't really like it in any other games, and Tron was like that, so I don't think I ever really wanted to play it when I was a kid, but I remember seeing it lots, and I remember seeing lots of people play it, like in the local arcade. So I don't know, my sense is it was pretty popular, and they made a sequel, of course, years later, from, I don't know, maybe like 7-8 years ago, and I have to think they wouldn't have done that unless the original was pretty popular. Alright, okay, so I have to do these next ones because I actually just referred to this. Boom, the Dark Crystal. So that's the movie I was just talking about. If you have not seen this movie, it's great. It's like a, it's a puppet animated movie. So it's got Jim Henson, and who's the other guy that's like a huge dude in the puppet industry. I don't know, but they're both involved, and yeah, I don't know. I remember this very vividly when I was a kid, as I think many do who saw this when it was out. And I remember it was just very, it's kind of like spooky, a little bit scary. The bad guys are pretty weird looking. And when you're a kid, that sort of stuff sticks with you. So yeah, I just remember this video, this show, or this movie when I was a kid, and I was just very struck by it. And now I think it's on Disney Plus. If I'm not mistaken. I've watched it in the last 15 days. I think the kids had it on or something. Anyways, these are in nice shape. So these are from 1982. I think these are other, I think I actually bought a box of these recently too. A lot of this stuff I actually have full boxes of, but it's like sealed up. So I can't show you the packs, and that's why it's fun to order some packs that I, can show you. But let's see. So these were only $2 a pack. This is again, this movie again really stuck with me when I was a kid, and I think for many people that's true as well. To have the cards with the cool graphics, and maybe even want to Alright, so here's a show I did not watch at all when I was a kid. I mean, if this ever came on, forget about it. I was out. I actually just watched like the first few episodes in the last like year because I found them on, one of the streaming services, and I thought I'd check it out and see what it was all about. I mean, a lot of people are big fans of this show, and it's reasonably entertaining. But I don't know. I haven't really watched more than those first couple of episodes. But again, more Don Russ. This and the Dark Crystal and the Tron are all Don Russ. I should mention these are bubblegum and cards, so not stickers. 6 cards per pack. They're very thin. All of these Don Russ packs are just very thin. Not many cards in them. And these were $3.50 per pack. Alright, well, let's see. Last time we did a non-sports video, we talked about Cyndi Lauper having her own cards, and I mentioned that Michael Jackson was one of the only other like pop stars, at least individual pop stars. There are several card sets of bands like the Monkees and the Beatles, and I'm trying to think who else. That might be it for bands, but anyways, individual pop stars, you have to be pretty big, and Michael Jackson, no one bigger than him in the entertainment space in the 1980s. And so he finally got his own cards. I bet these are from 83 or 4. 84. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure these are dirt cheap. Yeah, these are $2 a pack as well. I know these are one of the sets, you just see a lot of the packs and boxes of out there and have for many years. And I'm sure there was a time when you could get boxes of those for like $5, before the boom. Now, not so much. Alright, this next one is a very cool one. It's one of the ones that I only got one of because it was too expensive to get more. And this unfortunately has a busted corner, so that's no good. Same, little bit busted right there. So anyways, yeah, I'll be happy to get this in some protective bag or something. But Masters of the Universe. So yeah, these are pretty rare. Trying to find the price real quick here. Man, I'm not seeing it. Okay, this was not that expensive, but I guess it was expensive enough to not get 2, but it's $19 is what I paid for this. And it's a bummer. It's got a bum corner or 2 there, but still presents pretty nicely. Nice bold colors. And of course, for those of you who don't know, Masters of the Universe is the He-Man universe and cartoon that was from this time, and that's what these cards are of, that cartoon series, animated series. Very cool. Actually, no time like the present to do an example of how I would normally store these higher dollar packs. So you got a team bag here. These are available for sale on hotcardboard.com at what I think is the lowest price around. And you've got this is just an old top loader. It's got a price tag on it, but that's okay. We're just using it for backing. And so basically what you do is just put this sucker right there, and then you load this guy in right here. And then, kind of seal it. Not too tight, but tight enough to prevent too much movement inside from happening. packs, it hits the top loader there instead of the bottom of the pack, and that's gonna prevent, further wear on it. So there you have it. Another thing I've seen people do, and I've not tried this, is to get like a super thick top loader and actually put it inside. And I actually think I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna keep recording. You're gonna look at this beautiful pack, and I'll be right back. Okay, so before you I have okay, it's not before you, but it will be in a sec. I'm trying to hit anything. So this box here, let me try to zoom out. This box here is my collection of various sized top loaders, and in it, the thickest one I think is this guy right here. I'll show you the, actually I'm going to move this so I can. So this is the thickest one I have. It's a 240 point. I'm positive there are even thicker ones, but like for cards, for just cards, it's pretty much the thickest thing you'll ever want to have. If you get a card thicker than that, just throw it away. Just throw it away. It's not worth it. So I'm gonna take one of these Roger Rabbit packs and see. It's kind of dicey getting these things in here, and this is a 9-card pack, so yeah, something thicker like a 10-card pack would probably not work. And I gotta say, it's these, look at that, how it curves just from, the nature of the plastic that's used. It's gonna cut against the wax. You can kind of see some wax coming. So I don't really like this idea, particularly for a top-end pack, but it would protect it a fair bit better. Other people like to get maybe like a case like this and try to put a pack in, but okay, wow, the phone is being weird again. I just don't know what's going on with this. All right, this segment of this video I've actually recorded 2 times before, but the audio has not been working for whatever reason. So I'm actually recording this on a new, not a new, but a different video app than the standard one on my iPhone, and it allows me to see the levels of the audio, which confirms that the mic is hooked up, because the levels are very different if you're doing that versus using the built-in mic on the phone. Anyways, I kind of like this app, so maybe I'll just use this for all my recording. Next up we have Indiana Jones. These are from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, which I think was 84. So I've seen all these packs 2 times before. New to you, of course, but it's a little bit dark. I'm gonna bump that up a little bit. Anyways, these are the packs for the second Indiana Jones movie, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, as opposed to Raiders of the Lost Ark, which is the first Indiana Jones movie. But the packs just say Indiana Jones. I think these were $4 a piece, so they're pretty low end. Also, because I'm recording this after the first time I saw these, I've wrapped some of these packs in protective, team set bags. So everybody's favorite holiday season movie. Holidays are coming up, so this is kind of a fun one to think about watching along with Die Hard, of course. Everybody's true favorite holiday movie. Actually, I really love A Christmas Story, which is, now a very popular movie, but for a while it was just that weird thing on TNT that started playing like 24/7 around the day after Thanksgiving. By the way, I was reading, where did I see this? Oh, I saw, somebody posted a video, of themselves, like looking at the house that was used to film Breaking Bad. I think it's in Albuquerque, and the owner of the house was like yelling at them to go away, and there was a discussion in the comments section about like other famous houses, one of which is the Goonies house, which prior ownership was really adamantly against people coming to look at it. Current ownership is a little bit more open to it. But one of the houses that was identified in this comments thread as being quite different from all of these is the house from A Christmas Story. I think it's somewhere in Illinois, maybe like Chicago area. And anyways, somebody bought that house and basically uses it as like a museum. And they sort of remodeled it so it looks like the actual set that was not really in that house, but it was on, some California, like LA soundstage. Anyways, that's a big aside there. These are Gremlins. Gremlins are from 1983, I want to say. 84. Alright, next up we have, I think, our first Fleer packs. These are really nice looking original movie Dune. Not to be confused with the remake that came out just a couple years ago. I forget that actor's name, but he's the guy from what's that David Lynch movie show? Twin Peaks. They're 1984. It was kind of a wacky movie back in the day. Here are a couple of my favorite all-time packs. The A-Team. I just love the look of this wrapper. It's got all the members of the A-Team and the nice A-Team logo and nice bold yellow color in the background. It's tough to go wrong with this pack design. I think it's one of the best non-sport pack designs I think out there. And the A-Team, probably my favorite TV show as a kid. Maybe MacGyver was a close second. But loved me some A-Team. And I think most kids certainly most boys, who were, I don't know, under 10, under 12, under 13, about the time that show was on air, were big fans of it. So, packs are falling, packs are down. Luckily, the pack that dropped had a nice top loader protecting it, so don't have to worry about that. Because it was actually a pretty good one that dropped. Okay. Now we got some nice Superman 2 from 1981, I think. Yeah. Even though it says copyright 1980, I think these are produced in 81. These packs feel quite thick compared to most of the other packs we're opening. It's 11, top style cardboard cards, as opposed to the thinner cards of Fleer. I also believe they have way fewer cards. Now this is tops, and that's 10 cards. sports packs have 15 cards, they would feel very thick by comparison. If I had one present with me now. This is Don Russ. Made quite a few, turn that exposure up just a bit more. Don Russ made quite a few non-sports subjects sets back in the 80s and also the 70s, late 70s, mid to late 70s. Dallas was a show that, everybody kind of knew about, but definitely kids did not watch this, and I was certainly in that group, but very popular show, and these packs are 7 photos, 7 color photos, it says. I believe they just mean cards, but I'm calling them photos. Alright, next up is an older pack. This is a 1980 pack, and it's got that old school Topps logo on it, which is fun. Weird Wheels stickers. No idea what these look like. You can kind of see it says Weird Wheels on the card underneath the wrapper there. That $4 sticker is just on the top loader. They've got backing this for protection, but this was more than $4. I think it was like maybe $8 or $9. I feel what I paid, mostly just because it's an older Topps pack, Okay, next up we have a series of 3 related packs. The first of which is the first series, Empire Strikes Back from 1980. Very nice. Old school Topps logo pack. Very cool. Nice bold red background and ominous looking Darth Vader on there. This pack has got some white corners for sure, but overall looks pretty nice. Pretty nice gloss on the front, and no big rips or tears, or no real tears at all. So nice looking pack. Put that on the back there. Empire Strikes Back Series 2. It just says new series when it's Series 2. Generally speaking, with Topps non-sport stuff that have multiple series, this is a very nice, same design, but blue background, and the new series little graphic there. This pack has got a little bit of a tear there on the right. I don't know if you can see there. It's actually still kind of hard to see, but it's torn a little bit, kind of the back corner there. But otherwise, pretty nice condition. And then completing the set here of Empire Strikes Back, we've got Series 3. Very nice. Another bold color in the background. Series 3 graphic. And no rips or tears. Minimal whiting on the corners. Pretty nice. Put them all together. It looks really nice. Very cool. So, that's it from the second box of packs. We have one more box that I will open in a third video, and all those packs are jammed into this 84 Don Russ baseball box. It's actually in pretty nice condition. If I had a bunch of 84 Don Russ packs, I'd love to put them in here, but I don't. We'll get you a little preview there, but I noticed that the majority of the 1970s packs that I got in this order are in this box. I think they kind of sorted them by chronological order, and so we've got the oldest packs from the order in this box, and so that'll be fun to see those older packs. Definitely more rare, more valuable packs for the most part are the ones from the 70s in this order, so I'm excited to do that third video and get those posted for you guys. Just one quick note before I go. I think we are just about full. There's probably 4 or 5 spots left out of 16, or Cooperstown right here. They're both kind of, sort of retired Hall of Famer type focused products that I think will be pretty fun to open. I think there's modern players in here too. I just really don't know because I've never opened any of these products, but I'm excited to get into them. The break that we're going to do is a pre-recorded break, and basically if you buy a spot, you'll get 2 random teams assigned to you. The spots are only $11.99, so pretty cheap plus shipping. Feel free to add other things to your order if you want to get your order total up to qualify for free shipping at I think $150. I know that's a lot of stuff you have to add, but if you're going to order something anyways, why not throw in a spot or 2 in this break? We can get that closed up, and I can do that video and get it all posted and all the cards mailed out to everybody. Would be awesome, and I really am excited to see what's in these boxes, because there's also, like, this one has entertainers and newsmakers, so who knows what kind of celebrities might be in there. Autograph wise, could be kind of fun. So anyways, that's what we've got for today's video. Thanks everybody for hanging out and watching. I hope everybody's doing well, and we will catch you all tomorrow.